Hello, good evening. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to Badly Competent Gaming. I am Jim. And we may finish this series today. I did have a look at what triggers the final end game mechanic. And apparently it's 50 years after you reach the end game, and the end game starts at 2400. So I've actually got some time to wait. I'll start loading up. I've been playing around with the mods a little bit. You see, I was actually playing in these other games to see how they interacted. So obviously I can't play on our current game because with the all Iron Man thing, I can't just like see how it goes for a little bit. I was just actually pulling up the list. So part of this is, well, there's a couple of, I just got, I was looking at a few bits. So I often do this anyway when I'm coming up to a new series anyway, so I think about what am I doing with my next race. Is there anything I want to kind of change a little bit? No, there's nothing too... Oh, I haven't used that one. I was experimenting around with them. There were different ones. The Realistic Galaxy. There's a couple of different mods that all kind of reduce... Oh, hang on. Okay, it wasn't responding then. We'll get rid of this. And I think the one we were using before, not the blue one, the blue one, it was also adding loads of extra effects. It was like making the nebulas move a lot more, which I gotta figure is going to slow the game down a bit. So we just went with the other one we're doing. I did try a different one, but I also used... I found a new mod that was only created a few days ago actually. It's a performance tweak. Apparently you're supposed to be able to activate this in the debug menu, which I'm not entirely sure how to do that kind of stuff anyway, but I'm on being on blah 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 Iron Man. I can't do that anyway, I don't think. But anyway, it gets rid of a lot of the dust, all the dust, which I think seems to be, I mean, you can barely notice. I mean, you can see clearly in the middle, you just see straight through the hole, whereas I guess even with the brightness turned off, it was still a big gas cloud there. I mean, but at this stage of the game, I actually went and loaded up one of the game I just tried a few years playing around with, and it's much more noticeable there. But once everything's been coloured in, you can't really tell anyway, but it did really seem to improve performance. I've also added a mod that stops scrolling when you go to the edge of the screen, which is great. I always use WASD to scroll anyway, and this is a minor thing. None of you will notice or care, I don't imagine, but it just means I can go to my second screen without having the bloody screen go tearing off to the side. I also got rid of the exhaust trails on Fleet, which I don't know, some people like them, some people don't. I don't mind them per se. I sometimes look at them and think they're a bit over the top, but then it's just like, well, if it helps performance at all, why not? Because yeah, like I was saying, we've got to get to... Oh, I should have had this page open. It's like 2450 before there's even a chance of the end game triggering. Which isn't that far actually. Well, I think we were talking about it yesterday. I got through 9, but so I want to make sure things are as speedy as kind of possible. I mean, I'm not in a I don't want to just unnecessarily rush this. I think if we're going to be playing around, I'd ideally like to get this done today. I was talking yesterday about, oh, well, maybe we could start the new campaign at the halfway point. I guess if we're still playing this after the half-time break, I probably won't start the new campaign. I'll probably just leave that till tomorrow. We maybe have a look at what I'm going to do at the race and stuff. But we'll see how this goes. I don't think I'll bother building any more habitats, just fill up the ones we've got. I might change that. We're going to upgrade all my stations. Get all my stations fully upgraded with defences and whatnot. We'll build that 4th fleet. Might even be able to get a 5th one. There's a lot of temporary bonuses here. I think as far as wars go, we can potentially, if these guys are If this war ends over here, we can potentially ask them to become our vassal, and if they say no, we'll go to war. And I think I will do that. I was tempted to just like, oh, let's just sit back and speed the time through, wait for the thing, but since we're going to be waiting anyway, we may as well try and add stuff to our federation. So I guess confusing, it's annoying, but so the yellow with the black outline is all our federation, where this one over here, but with the grey outline is a different federation. Yes, all of these are part of one federation. Interestingly, it'd be an interesting experiment actually. I'm worth doing just out of curiosity anyway. This is a good reason for the war. So both of these guys, they're all at war with the Pious Alari Conclave. So the wars will both end at the same time. Now if I then demand that they be my vassal, both of them at the same time, I might not be able to do it with these because they're already subjugated by somebody else. We'll have a look. But I'm wondering then if I did, because I would then have a Casa Spella against both. Of course if I declare war against one, they'll both be involved because it's our federation. But I'm wondering if I could do both at the same time. I think it's worth trying out. Now, where are my fleets? We need to do one last upgrade of all my... I say one last. When we get the... We'll get all the best equipment in our fleets. We have to redesign our ships. Might even do that now in preparation. I think... Oh, these aren't even... I haven't even put these up to 200. And yeah, then we'll get our another fleet building. And I'm kind of curious actually how far they are. These guys are gonna... I think I just told both of them to come home. I say it is lagging a bit, but that's just because of let's turn the speed up. Let's see how... It's tricky when I go to a load of the last game, the last series we were playing. There's not much going on as far as wars and stuff, but it's late game as well, so that's why it's better than trying out, because the game runs a lot faster in the early stages anyway, when everybody's really small. I think our next series will probably be a lot better because I'm going to be destroying everybody. So for every AI we take out, the game will get a little bit quicker. Alright, I don't think there was much else we were going to do. We wanted to do in the meantime, but let me have a look at these. Right, I haven't already done the defenses here. Let's get your defense grid supercomputer up. Oh, you've already got all those queuing. You've already got them anyway. Oh, have you reordered? I feel like the game's reordered some of these. Didn't we not? We not have a defense grid supercomputer here. Definitely don't want the iron doohickey. We might, depending on the nature of the endgame crisis, we might rejig, put some extra weapons, because we were just relying on defensive platforms at the moment. Polu's building a whole bunch of stuff. Annoying thing is you don't get one of these icons if there's still stations to be built. It should be 5 of each and then 1 iron cannon. Hang on a minute, why can I build more? What am I missing? 1, 2, 3, 4 of the ones with large weapons.
Construction project concluded.
That looks about right. Well, you're all building stuff anyway. I need to wait for you to get your defensive computer. You're kinda done, you're kinda done, you're kinda done. Right, his habitat's done. We're just creating more. I mean, as far as the buildings goes, I believe everything's just queuing up anyway. What's Did you migrate away? Oh, of course you might migrate to a different empire. Which is kind of annoying, actually, now. I was saying they shouldn't really migrate around my empire so much because we, I'll wait for all these to finish queuing. I feel like we've kind of got them all near enough. Some of them will weigh in on the defense grid supercomputer so we can get more defensive posts. Oh, you're down there. Yesterday I put gates in each of our shipyard areas, so should help facilitate movement around. Unfortunately, we can't. Would it be nice if we could build them elsewhere in other empires, in like our allies or even our subjects? You know, subjects I could understand it. I mean, you should kind of be able to. I feel like. Oh yeah, that was it. But these guys are our tributaries now, which I bet they're not really exactly given as much. Tax subjects. We're getting a whole 10 minerals from our tax subjects. And 9 energy. Woo! Oh, excuse me. I think we've got most of the tech. We seem to only be getting options for the repeatable stuff. We do have... Oh, this is what I was going to try out. So we have our... Colossus, right? It's a world cracker. Now my understanding is when you use it on a planet, it explodes and you can get minerals. Now... There was something... Yeah, we can crack our own planets. I feel like this is... I mean, they use a Death Star on something. But it should give us minerals. Which... is how we're going to justify it's a galaxy, right? It's just a glorified... No, hang on. Where are you going? You're going to that planet. It's just a glorified mining ship. It's not... I know we can destroy a planet. We could theoretically destroy a planet at its full population. Yeah, we just want to get extra resources about these uninhabitable planets. Although technically, I don't know why the hell, being robots... Barren, a rocky world with a thin or non-existent atmosphere. Surface is covered in meteor impact craters and completely devoid of life. You sometimes get an event so you can terraform these worlds, but I feel like robots should be able to... You would think they would have minerals and stuff anyway.
A declaration of war has been announced.
Oh. Okay, the swarm... Now, generally, this war's happened on and off since the start of the game, really. And I think the swarm has always been on the tail end of it, but we just finished our war against these guys, and we gave them a good kick-in. So they're probably quite weak right now. Which might put us, or at least our allies, adjacent to them. So that's something else that might crop up. We do have an active, an awoken empire. Oh, we can request. Well, sort of. I'm going to request to become a signatory. Now they haven't offered. So what is it? They kind of feel like everybody needs to be under our protection. So at some point they're going to be like, okay, you need to come under our protection. But they haven't done anything yet. I guess... I suppose it's the same as us. I think I've figured this last time. We can't offer protectorate status, which I'm guessing is what they're doing. Until they're at peace. So once this war's over, we might find that these guys offer protectorate status to these and they'll either accept or not. Because they're the only ones they border with. And at which point we will also do the same to these guys, which then might put us in a direct border with the Fallen Empire. So there might still be plenty of more game than I'm anticipating. I guess the main reason I'm eager to get this kind of finished Just because of the issues we've had with the AI. I've still got that AI mod installed, but we didn't. It was like 150 years in before I put that in. So the AI is supposed to make less stupid decisions. But I think we were already too far ahead of them for that. So it'd be interesting to see how that impacts our next game. Right, while we're waiting for our ships to kind of get... Oh, actually, what we want to be doing, I want to watch this. Then I'll see about redesigning my ships. Charging the weapon. Now, I don't have the greatest thingy settings in the world, so I'm prepared to be disappointed. We had problems though with the... I can't remember what the other ship was called. The one we used last time that made everybody spiritualist. It didn't show up, and I thought it was down to graphics. It wasn't like the beams and stuff. But then it did later. So it was kind of weird. It just kind of temporarily, we didn't change any of the graphic settings. Oh, I thought it was going to come out of his... I thought it might have shot out of their arse. The way it opens up like that. Has it just slowed the game down? It has, hasn't it? That's really cool. That's way more... Oh my god. That is so much better than that stupid spiritualist one. The spiritualist one just has a little glow around it. That is so cool. Why haven't we done this sooner? Did it pause as well? Oh, hang on. Let's get the... here we go. World cracked. The BCG law of everybody. 9s. Why is it 9? That's just stupid. It's one of them. If I'm not mistaken, we can only build one of them. But no, this has it's the 9th one apparently. Maybe the other 8 were prototypes that were accidentally destroyed in the testing phase. Buffeted by Seismax 4's rupturing crust and unraveling magnetosphere subsidies, as a Colossus completes its cataclysmic task. The sheer violence of a dying planet is difficult to comprehend, but the funereal beauty of Seismax 4's molten core cooling in Gelid space is undeniable. Is that the name of the city? No. Gelid space, okay. Cool. Do lots of people hate me? Does that affect... I mean, it's an unnamed unnamed. It's an I guess it was an unnamed planet, but it's a I wonder if people feel threatened by it, if they see it as a demonstration of power or anything like that. So oh, I thought we were going to get minerals out of it. Oh, is that what requires having people on board? You can still build mega structures around it. We'll just crack this whole system. So, whichever on the planet already has minerals that we're mining as well. I wonder if, because I thought you were supposed to leave a bunch of minerals behind. Oh, that could just be on a planet where there's people and you're already mining resources and stuff. Although I suppose we already surveyed the system, so we know there's not anything there. I just wondered if we could then get more resources out of the ones we do have. I'll try that next after that one's done. You might just have a percentage effect. I'm willing to go around and destroy every planet that's not currently being used with people, uninhabited and stuff. I mean, we don't... I mean, actually, I mean, I know this effect isn't in the game, but I could imagine possibly how this would fuck up an entire star system, right? Because I'm guessing it doesn't maintain this gravitational mass. I mean, they're all relatively clumped together. No, I don't suppose that... I mean, if it had any moons, the moons would go spiraling off, right? It should do in theory, I suppose. God knows. I'm sure somebody's worked that out. What would happen if you blew up a planet? How would it affect the rest of the system? I mean, like, there's so much of a chance. I reckon... I just feel like... I don't know it's enough about gravity, how one body affects another. But just, I feel like some of these shards are more likely to get caught in a different gravity world. And a lot of it might just go into the sun. More than likely would, I suppose, if at all. But then, or they might hit another planet. And I want to watch this again. Yeah, let's see if I can. I've got weird... I did have a camera mod on. I guess this one does give me more freedom, but there's some weird... There's two camera mods I constantly switch between, and they're both a bit odd in different ways. Or maybe I switch back to that. The other one allows me to go underneath the plane. I was kind of hoping to go up and then look upwards. This part of me is like, I was just looking at the stream about, I was imagining the thumbnail, it says, me there with a cup of coffee as a galaxy burns. That is a really cool animation. That is a super cool animation.
Research concluded.
We didn't get a notification that time, which is interesting. We're not at war with anybody. What? More energy credits. Cool. Oh, and shield hit points. I guess I'm largely just going to go through energy weapon attack speed, shield hit points. If we can get enough energy credits that I can get rid of, once all our shipyards are built up, I'll see if we can get rid of some of the trading yards and see how much our energy credits can handle. And then we can replace them with anchorages. I thought we had already set a new starbase building. We may have done, right? I have a feeling it doesn't appear on this list.
Construction project concluded.
Well, let's bloody test it, I guess. I'm focusing on places that have planets. I mean, it makes sense, right? But we've only got 2 places that haven't. Oh no, it does appear there. Okay. Didn't realise we had an extra one. Oh, we should really try and go for one of the techs to get an extra star base, just so we can get one over here, just for the sake of completeness. As I said, we've got a couple of... just so that everywhere that has a planet has a station as well. Okay, let me... Ideally, that's a huge empire. It is an old mine. We're part of a federation. So my empire is like this. We are very late game at the moment. We're just kind of waiting for the end game. We've actually technically already won the federation victory. So it's like, that's my empire, the yellow one. And this is our federation, but bear in mind the ones with the grey outline is a different federation. But yeah, we've technically already got the federation victory. I just wanted to... Yeah, 156 out of 147. I'm basically waiting for the end game crisis. I want to see how we do against that. That's the main kind of thing. Also, we're playing around with the world cracker. I want to find a world. I want to find a planet that only really has one mineral that we're getting from it. And I want to use the world cracker on that. See if it unlocks any extra minerals. Because I was under the impression... I mean, I think the more I think about it, the more I think, yeah, that's probably just what you get if you take out a populated planet. Raven! Is that... Would you say Raven or Raven? Like, Raven like the bird? Because the double N throws me. Unless you want me to call you X-Raven. X. In full. Thank you for the follow, anyway. Much appreciated. Where... Oh, sorry, it's not like we're short of minerals, right? Let's go... Raven. Cool. I would name a character or something after you. I name characters after my followers, but we're not likely to get any spare ones. Oh, we might do. We might do. The same. All ship designs, or at least our big ones. I've got to do some ship redesigns anyway. So I've been named my Titans after people. The only thing is and same with the Colossus. The
Another day.
Already I did with an iron cannon already as well. Although, yeah, we'll find something. We more research. We're basically just doing the repeatable researches at this point. Don't want any more fleet command limit. Fleets of 200 strength is fine. I like it being a nice round number. Oh, let's go with the leader capacity, I guess. We may use that. Leader duration is probably more useful. We can always get more scientists to assist research, I guess. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I suppose I should get that. We've already got the dragon scale armor, which is better, but never know, this might unlock something else. And... oh yeah, what was I doing? Where's my Colossus? Alright, this planet. I want to see what happens. Oh, it's an asteroid. I wonder if we can destroy asteroids. No, because it's not a world. Okay, we actually have to find a world. There's one in system that has some energy, but I kind of want to see what it's like on mineral. Oh, that's an asteroid as well. Okay, Okidan. I'm gonna crack you open. Oh, in fact, so we have jump drives, eh? Let's get you both to jump over there. Although I'm kind of hoping this doesn't work, as I was getting more minerals, because then I'll feel obliged to destroy every single planet in our empire just to get more minerals, even though we don't need it. Just for the sake of completeness. Right, I need to go through... oh, my fleets are all at home. Right, I need to go through my ships for starters. Just make sure we've got all the latest tech. Yeah, we're a bit behind. Devastator torpedoes. 100% we need that. Sure. Sure. I mean, it's not going to be very good against shield, but other corvettes do alright against the shield. Have we not got... Oh, are there not level 5 impulse thrusters? Maybe not. Yes, and your pickets. Cool. Interceptors, yes. Get the best Stormfire cannons. We've already got the best that one has to offer. Your swarming. Yeah, I like having a lot of the neutron launchers, which definitely, yeah, I mean, obviously, depending on what the endgame crisis is, we might want to redesign all our weapons anyway, depending on what they are. I mean, I've only ever dealt with the Unbidden, which they were all about the shields, I think. I can't remember now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Oh, we got the level 3 strike craft. Awesome. Getting the Stormfires. Because we've got the Dragon Scale armor, I'm kind of focusing a little bit more on the armor. Again, it totally depends on what the endgame crisis type thing is. Ooh. Yes, sir. These all need the upgrades. I guess we don't get upgraded versions of those. Yeah, I've just done those while my battleships. No. Yeah, put those on the small slots. Bit of each of those. These are still good. I'm sure I decided last time that these are still good. Even compared to the level 5 gamma laser. 15.49. I mean, obviously a lot worse against shields. But the extra, it's 100% damage versus armor, whereas they're only 50%, so it takes up to like, what, 23, 24 or so, whereas like, oh, that's roughly the same. But you get an extra hull damage as well, 50%. I'm sure somebody could do the maths, I'm sure there's... Nah, I'm up for doing the maths to a certain point. And it's like, nah, it'll do, it'll be fine. Right, so our artillery battleships are really focused on the artillery. Take it, knocking down shields. We almost should have two very, I don't know. Again, I don't know exactly with our fleet makeups how. Oh, you shouldn't be online, you should be on artillery. Speaking of which, I never actually checked the other one. What do you want? Yeah, extra unity? Cool. Yep, that sounds about right. Because then our Titans are all about the neutron launchers, they're all about the armor and the hull damage. So battleships knock down the shields, and then these guys knock them out. That's the idea, and I think these already have the best tech anyway. Oh, I guess something's been upgraded. It might be the impulse thrusters. It changes these things automatically. Oh, this is weird. Ah, but the save icon was there. What about defensive platforms, actually? Yes. Let's make sure these are all ship shape. I never found the AI really goes massively on hangars. I guess they do a bit. I've mainly got the 3 Titans because the stations all have medium weapons. So I've got... There was like hangars. I just like hangars. I just think like the attack craft's really cool. I always like that part of Star Wars and stuff like that, or Battlestar Galactica. But other than that, it's like they don't have large weapons and they don't have point defense, so I figure this will help complement the stations. Cool. Who's leveled up? MT519. Okay, so we got a lot of upgrades to do. Oh, they're relatively cheap. The last lot of upgrades we did cost like 10k each. We had researched a lot of tech though in the time we were off fighting a campaign. God, and that means we also got to upgrade all these. Right, I'll just pause it a second, otherwise... Because these are all going to finish upgrading at basically the same time. And it's really going to bug me if it goes, upgrades completed, upgrades completed. So by pausing it, they at least all hit at the same time. Solely need shortcuts. Or an upgrade all button. Would be nice. Annoyingly, we've got all these ones that haven't even finished. So I'll leave those for the moment anyway. Okay. Some reason you didn't have the option. Okay, so I haven't even built these. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Omnifarious acquisition. That's the blah blah blah. 33% minerals. I mean, obviously doing really well on the minerals. Although we are going to look at building another fleet. So it's not like we don't need it. Well, need is a strong use of the word. I'm not going to say no to the minerals. I don't think there's anything else I massively want to get first. But let's have a look while I'm here.
Fleet enhancement supplied.
Just like that. It would have really annoyed me if they're all going at different times. It's going to annoy me having to click away from all of them. How are my factions looking? I think they're all... Yeah, everybody's just gone to these guys, which I don't entirely understand why. I was grumbling about that a lot yesterday. Yeah, I don't care about any of these. We'll save the influence. I guess if the influence caps out, we'll consider doing them all. I feel like there was like a... I'm sure at one point... Oh, I realised I've still got all those going. I swear there was a button I could like hold shift and then dismiss all. Right, let's have a look over here then. I bet you this is going to be wrong, but it's for science. I want to see for myself. Yes, yes, yes. A robot still likes spice. We'll have to find a populated planet to try this on. Oh, that was weird. I jumped up to 6 viewers, bizarrely. Like, all of a sudden, and they all instantly vanished. I mean, it's not unusual, like, people come and go, right? They come in and are like, oh, I don't know the sound of his voice. Oh, this guy's an idiot. And leave. But it's just funny you get, like, 4 in all at once. Unless the number was just wrong. Which is entirely possible. So, we've got 3 minerals here. Will we get any more? Will we still even maintain those minerals? Let's find out in the next thrilling episode. Crack that planet. Oh, we've still got a little ways to go, right? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm just waiting for upgrades anyway. We'll stick here. Keep this view for a moment in eager anticipation. I'm going to minimize these planets. I don't need that up. They're all fully upgraded. They're not going to have to do anything more there. So I guess the only time is if we want to build more troops. Although we've got a lot of troops at the moment. Similar thing with these guys. We might use the construction ships at some point. We want these bits though. Oh, these guys aren't happy, like properly happy anymore. There's not many of them left though. There's only 5 pacifists left. Which is good. I could have sworn it had gone down a little bit last time.
Research concluded.
The Trumian. Oh yeah. Oh yes, we probably couldn't get the extra armor hit points. Oh. That totally made me jump for a second. It's like with the headphones on, that boom just kind of went through me. Still got a little while before it actually finishes though. Yeah, the only real way of making these guys happier, we can't really rival anybody because they're all pathetic.
Construction project
A
concluded.
lot of this stuff's only temporary. We'll be going around killing Leviathan. It doesn't look as good when I go in close. I mean, that would be my graphics settings, I imagine. Cool. Have we just lost all those minerals? I think we have. Alright. Well, I've been misled somewhere online. I guess we had to destroy habited planets. Next time we'll find an occasion to use it. I feel like it's a bit extreme for our kind of faction. For what we've been going for. We're not trying to completely destroy the galaxy. I only really went for that one for the funsies. I could imagine us using the planet wiping out. That wipes out all the people. But I really wanted to go for the planet cracker just for funsies. So I feel like these guys, well, they have to be destroyed, don't they? There's certain enemies that just have to be destroyed. Right, they're all... Those fleets are still upgrading. Build an anchorage there. I might start turning some of these into anchorages. So how much do we get? We get 7.3 from each one, times by 6, which is like 45-ish?
Fleet enhancement supplied.
It's like 42, isn't it? Plus... Yeah, I mean,
Fleet
well, I haven't said
enhancement
that, so I
supplied.
don't know how many trading hubs we
Fleet
have. 1,
enhancement
2,
supplied.
3, 4, 5. You can't entirely get rid of all of them. I get rid of some of them. It'd be nice to get... I feel like I want to get... Let's get up to 1,000. I don't like relying on the edicts and stuff, mind you, for the whole... because we gain... One edict gives us an extra 10%, and the ambition gives us an extra 20%. I say relying, I just mean if we decide to do a 5th fleet, I think we're fine anyway with our 4th fleet. Oh, that's the upgrades done on the fleets. Okay. These two need some extra ships. How much is it for a battleship? Just like an extra 8, isn't it? Yeah, we could get an extra battleship, I think. Oh, it's gonna... No, that's fine. An extra artillery battleship would be good. And yeah, we get an extra artillery destroyer as well, just to even out. Probably not going to look at this again too much. So it's not going to bug me that it's 10 of one destroyer and 9 of the other. Honestly, it won't. Do a similar thing here. And... Cool. Where the hell is Carrefour? Oh yeah, it's that one. Let's disband that fleet. I'm gonna try and create a new fleet. I'm sure I've run into trouble with this before. We'll do it at Grimbeard Station, I guess. At the moment, each of our fleets has its own shipyard. We don't have to worry about that too much. Oh, we should get another Titan class. In fact, Raven, we can name this one after you. Because each of our Titans really should be unique. What am I looking for? Another ship manager. Let's go to our flagships, basically. So what have we got? We've got the minus 10% fire rate, we get plus 5%, and we've got the thing to stop them getting away too much. Let's go for the nanobite cloud. Because we got very heavy on the armor anyway. So this would be and modifier slightly. I won't bother with the underscores. And I won't put the final X in. It'll be the X Raven class. Raven class. Why don't we keep wanting to say Raven? I don't know why I look at that. Just the extra N on the end. I think of Raven from Knights of the Old Republic. I don't know why. Because that's clearly spelled differently. It's like R-E-V-A-N, surely. How are our leaders doing? So in theory, if these scientists all get up to level 10, we can see about modifying. Right, let's go to this fleet manager. Right, here's our flagship. We're basically gonna... Oh. I'll just put in one of each. And then we'll work on the quantities. We might, because all the other fleets were kind of built up from the ground with smaller ships first. I might end up putting more battleships in this one. Or maybe not. 12 battleships is a lot, mind you. Yep, sure, extend our research deal. Oh god, we're capped on minerals as well. Well, once this gets built, make sure we have at least 5 of each, I guess. And then we'll see what we've got left. So we've got 18 points left. I feel like I'll do more destroyers in there. Oh, now we got an odd number. That's fine. What's that going to cost me? 51,000. Boom. Queue it up, will you? Oh, good. And now they are all. Are they? Well, now they're all building ships. Bizarrely, when I've done big upgrades before, they wouldn't divide the work between the different players. Maybe it's only in a certain radius, but now they've all got gateways. They're all quite easily connected. So it's probably not going to take that long, because the Titan's going to take the longest. But oh, I suppose we still got another. I was interested in how they divided up the work. Yeah, I would. I mean, like if I was doing it manually or whatever. There's a couple of battleships that aren't being built. I would make sure all the battleships are being built first, because they obviously take longer. Don't know what determines how long it takes. Right, and oh, and the first ships are already there. DJ Coolmaster, this is your fleet. You proved yourself with the Federation fleet. So, you can now have your own fleet. I'd say you proved yourself, I'm sure you did fine. You obviously leveled up a fair bit. What are you building? Oh, anchorages. Yeah, I'm converting all those over. And let's, before I forget, let's do that one as well. Right, what are you missing? Are you missing your iron cannon? I bet you are. I basically got, yeah, one iron cannon on each of these stations. Except for my shipyards, they didn't have room for the supercomputers.
Fleet enhancement supplied.
I feel like